Now he argues, he puts question. Why this Bhuta Kanchikata also does not disappear there and then at the time of realization? Why this covering also does not vanish there and then at the time of realizing one's own reality of being? To that he answers, Naisargika Prana Sambandha. This connection of breathing in and out is Naisargika. This is his nature. Because it is already said by Kalata that the first change of God consciousness takes place in breath. So as long as his breathing is there, his body must be there to breathe. As soon as he has come down from the state of God consciousness, he has entered in the journey of breathing in and out. So he maintains this body of 5 elements. This connection with breath has come by nature of his Swatantra Shakti. And that is explained in this word Naisargika. Because whenever this Supreme Goddess of Consciousness intends to create this differentiated universe, she creates first limitation in her being. And then she enters in the state of breathless breath. First breath, Pranan. Pranan is that breath where this body does not get stiffened. It is not stiff. But there is no breathing in and out. In my hand there is no breathing in and out. But stiffness is not there. So there is breath. This kind of breath is called Pranan. So in that breath she is transformed first. At the first moment, that energy is transformed in this kind of breath, Pranan, and then in breathing in and out, where she holds the state of Grahaka, limited being. This is the second movement. Then she enters in the objective field also. So this is the glory of his Swatantriya or her Swatantriya, this attachment with breath, which has appeared at first. In Vajasni Samhita also it is said, Yasa Shakti Para Sukshma Vyapini Nirmala Shiva Shakti Chakrasya Janani Parananda Amritatmaka. That supreme energy and subtle energy which is all pervading, which is without any impurities, which is always blissful, which creates the whole class of energies of Lord Shiva, and which is Parananda Amritatmika, filled with supreme bliss. Mahagoreshwari Chanda Srichi Samhara Karika Trivaham Trividam Tristham Balat Kalam Prakarshati. This supreme Goreshwari, which is Chanda. Chanda means which is fearful for ignorant persons. Srichi Samhara, and this energy is creative and destructive also. Creative for those who are blissful, destructive for those who are ignorant. And she attracts or destroys the sphere of time, which is Trivaham, which flows in 3 ways, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna, and Trividam, which is Trividham, which is existing in Prana, Apana and Samana, and Tristham, which is existing in present, past and future, and that time is destroyed by this energy. So this energy of Lord Shiva, which is no other than his consciousness, that energy of Lord Shiva creates and destroys this sphere of time by entering on the path of breath. First Nadi Traya, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. This is Trivaham. He carries these 3 veins, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Then Trividam, she is filled with 3 states, Somanadi, Surinadi and Vaninadi. And then she carries 3 times, Tristham, past, present and future. Not carries only, she destroys that time also. Destroys and creates. Creates time for those who are ignorant, destroys time for those who are elevated, who are elevated. This first prana is actually life, pranan, and in that first prana he has come in manifestation. And then second prana is breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. This creates and destroys. Inside it is destruction, outside it is creation. So this conducting of creation and destruction is attributed to this breath. And this prana, the second breath, is said to be hakara, this her letter. This sutra, that naisargika prana sambandha, this connection of being attached to breath is naisarga. It is natural way of Lord Shiva. But Kalata has also explained in his book Tattarth Chintamani, first change of God consciousness is that entering in that prana. This is first step towards a manifestation. So, although he is breathing in and out, just like us, but actually that yogi who is always aware of that supreme state of internal being of consciousness, in breathing also, he is beyond the state of ordinary people. For him, Nasikantar Madhya Samyamat Kimatra Savya Apsavya Saushumneshu. The one whose consciousness is centralized in Nasika, in central vein, in that energy of breath that gives life, that pranan. For him, there is no difference if he travels in prana, if he travels in apana, if he travels in sushumna. What to him? He is always the same. He may travel in ordinary breathing, prana, he may travel in that pranan shakti, or he may travel in madhyanadi, central vein. This is one and the same thing for him. For instance, the left vein, the right vein, and the central vein. They are predominant in all 72,000 veins. That is Ida, Pingala and Sushumna, Vamanadi, Lakshmanjoo and Madhyanadi. And whose consciousness is centralized in the center of that internal consciousness, which is predominant in each and every being. This being, who is Lord of Lords, who is one with supreme cognition, his supreme energy is only energy of awareness, which is all knowing, all acting, and all glorious. This knowledge of subjective knowledge and objective knowledge is same in each and every living being. But to yogis only there is one difference, that in the connection of these objective knowledge and subjective knowledge, they are aware. This is the difference between yogi and ordinary person. So, for such a yogi, he places forth the fruit of this yoga and ends this theory of Shiva Sutras. Bhuyasya pratimilanam. Bhuya repeatedly, the yogi feels revealing state of objective world and concealing state of objective world simultaneously. The one who has destroyed Anamal, Mayimal and Karmamal, who has become absolutely pure and whose all impurities are finished. For such a yogi, although he lives in the world of malas, he does not get attached with it, because he is absolutely pure. So, when this universe has come out from the state of God consciousness, when this has risen from the state of God consciousness, then what yogi feels? Yogi feels all impressions, differentiated impressions are destroyed to him, and this whole world gets entry in his own nature. Then repeatedly again he feels that this universe has come out from God consciousness again afresh. This is what he feels, who is situated in the supreme path of yoga. So by conducting this way of means, taking it out and coming back to your own nature, and repeatedly doing the same process. This process is meant for knowing this very state of being. There ends Shiva Sutra Vimarshan.